What we're going to do now, we will try and check how we can connect to a database dynamically. Okay, so let's see over here. Can you open your a new Tableau window? We'll go to web data connector. So what I was trying to do yesterday was a feature which is present in Tableau desktop, wherein that link which I had shown you, you can easily connect to that link using Tableau desktop version, not the public version. So here in this web data connector, when you click on web data connector, we'll placed Tableau data world. Okay, when you paste Tableau data world, it'll ask you to, first of all, it'll ask you to log in. So I'm not sure if you all have an ID password for Tableau data world. If not, you can sign up on that. There you will get some specific data sources as well. So let's just try this. Can you try this? You need to click on web data connector, paste Tableau data.world, press enter. You should see a option to log in. You clear what? Are you clear what you're supposed to do? Any issues? You made some progress? Any progress, guys? Any issues?
So it's not loading for me.
Share your screen. What you're getting?
No, it's just showing site not reached because I don't know.
Okay. Are you able to go to this site separately?
Like using Chrome, I haven't checked that.
You should see something like this. This site opening.
Yes, yes, sir, I got it.
Anybody else was able to connect? You seeing this link or you seeing this page or no?
Yes, sir, I see it.
Alrighty. So let's search for COVID over here. One of these data sets. You can select one of them. You should be able to connect to them. Hopefully it'll connect. It might take some time to load, but here you will see the data. I'm going to try and connect to a separate database, by the way.
So could you show it again? How you got the link?
Yeah, one second. Let me go back. I don't know why I have to sign in again and again. You able to sign in to this?
Yes, sir.
You'll see this community database. Do you see this? In this community data, you'll see a lot of databases present over here. So yesterday I was trying this. The only one which was easily coming was, actually we can take this. We're not going to do anything with this. You see the data? Are you able to get it or no?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so once you have this data, you can do any analysis on top of the data. So it's connected to a live source online. Right, so here if I look at it state, so here right, I put state over here, it gave me 21 unknown. Here it is not able to recognize the states because it is taking the country as India. So I need to change this country to India. Once I do this, then it will be able to recognize this. So if I want to analyze where what crop is growing more, I can do that. Yes. Alright, makes sense. Clear or not clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Alrighty. Okay. So there is a file Superstore US. I had shared a data source yesterday. Over here yesterday I had shared this data.zip. Can you download that? Within that there is a file called Superstore US. One second. Let me just check the file name. No, rather, one second. Hold on. Yeah, Superstore US. I want you to find out which is the most profitable and least profitable state using Tableau. is Superstore US. You'll notice three sheets over here. When you load the file, you'll see three sheets over here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so we'll go with the order sheet. So either you drag it like this or you just double click it. Whichever sheet you want, right? You can just double click it or drag it over there. We want the order sheet, so we're going to go to the order sheet. You notice there are a lot of uh, quite a lot of information over here. So we want to find out which is the most profitable and least profitable state. So can you find that out in Tableau? You understood the question, right? I want you to find out the most and least profitable states. Anybody got the answer?
So the most profitable is California.
Let's see. Yeah, and the least profitable.
North Carolina.
Yes. All right. Others also got it? Or they're silent listeners? Anybody else trying? Chetna, Kevin, Sachi, anybody else got the answer? Ayush, Dhruv. Are you there or AFK? That's the thing, you don't know if people are there also. Right. So Prasham, till these guys try, can you connect to, there's another data set called as Tableau 01.csv, and I want you to find out who is the top performing employee in each region. So in each
So,
region there is an employee is going to get a bonus. So I want you to find out which is the top performing employee in each region.
could you repeat connect to what?
There is another file called
Yeah.
Tableau data 01.csv.
Okay.
Okay. What we need to do is the data is of a store which operates in three regions,
Hmm.
and one employee in each region qualifies for a bonus.
Hmm.
I want you to find out which three employees are eligible for a bonus.
Okay. Sir, I'm sorry, but could you repeat which file because All of them have not been extracted. That's why.
Tableau data 01.csv. I'll just show it to you. One second. You see this file, Tableau data 01?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Thank you.
Others got the first answer? Anybody got the first answer? So if you got the first answer, I want you to try the second question. There is a file which says Tableau data 01.csv. Okay, it is this file. Find out which employee qualifies for a bonus. Find out which 3 employees are eligible for a bonus in each of the regions. There are 3 regions in the data. I want you to try and find out which employee qualifies for the bonus. You see this central, east, west. So find out which employee qualifies for a bonus.
So when you're asking for bonus, are you asking for the profit he has made? I mean, the amount he has sold. What is it?
Yes, so how do you what do you have? What data do you have? You have units sold. So what have you done, by the way? What columns have you used to calculate who's the best performing employee?
No, I haven't done anything yet. I've just uploaded in the Tableau, the
So
software.
ideally, what would you use?
Unit sold.
Okay. So can you try with units sold? Then we'll discuss what you get. If I'm going to use units sold, you get something like this. Can you try it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So would this be correct? So by the way, right, when you create a graph like this, if you click, you see if you move your mouse on the y-axis near units, you see this small symbol. If I click on this symbol, the data gets sorted. If I click this small symbol, the data will get sorted. So the question is this the right answer?
This is giving us per region.
Yeah, we want it by region, right? So technically when I look at this by region, I know that Alex has sold the most units, Richard has sold the most units over here, and James has sold the most units over here, right?
Yes, sir.
But if I, let's say I duplicate this, but how do you calculate, right? When I look at this data, I have units and unit price. I'm selling
Right.
281 units, but each of them is only $1. And here I'm going to sell 213 units, which are $2 each. Who's going to make more money?
The other one.
Yes. So what we're going to do now, right click over here. Okay. So either I can right click on units also, and I can create a calculated field. There's something called as calculated field. Either you right click on the field for which you want to create a calculated field, or you just right click and create calculated field. And we're going to write it as sales. I'll do, I can drag a field, I'll do units into unit price. It will show me the calculation is valid. Now instead of this sum of sales, I'm going to put this value. Now you see the difference.
So do we need to put an equal to sign while making the calculated field?
No, you don't need to make any equal to sign.
Okay, got it, sir.
So now if I sort it, right, I can see the difference that instead of Alex, actually Matthews has sold, the sales of Matthews is much higher than that of Alex. And over here we saw Richard, Susan, Nick. It is Susan who has sold more money, right? She made more sales as compared to Richard. And obviously James, and there isn't much of a difference between James and Thomas. Understood? How to use a calculated field?
Yes, sir.
Everybody got it? Or still trying?
Yes, sir, got it.
Alrighty. You can add a label also over here. If you want to add the sales in label, you can add it. You see this value like this. You can edit this label. Okay. I can write sales equal to this. I can edit the alignment the way I want it. I can make it this way, this way. So here when I make it this way, some of the sales is not shown. Right? Some of the labels is not shown. So here I'll put always show. So what I did, you notice, first of all, I'm going to repeat it. I dragged sales onto label. So I see the sales amount for each of these values. I edit the label, and or rather I click on this label field right over here in marks. I can add something else along with the sales. I can say sales equal to so and so. And when I apply it, it shows it in a specific alignment. Now that alignment over here in this pop-up which you see over here, you can change that. You see over here, if I put it this way, the value shows it this way. It shows it the other way around. And if I make it horizontal normal, I'll notice that for few of these bars, the sales value is not shown. So what do? I still want to show it. So I right click this. Over here there is mark label and I make it always show. Same thing for this. Right click, mark label, always show. Right click, mark label, always show. So now I see all the values. Even though it doesn't look that great. Let me know if you're facing any issues.
So not with this, but in the first question,
Yeah.
sir, what did you ask? You asked sales by region, right? Way highest and lowest.
Top performing employee.
Not this one, the earlier one.
Sales by state. Which state has the uh, least and most
Profit,
profitable? Yes.
profitable. Okay, okay, okay.
There is a column called profit in that.
Yeah. I got it.
Here you have profit, right? So let's say I want to edit this, right? I want to edit the number. I can click format. When I click format, I see a separate tab on the left hand side. So right click this any value format, and here I'll see the I can format these numbers in terms of number, custom. I can remove the decimals, display units 1000 to 3K, like this. I can format the value. I can prefix a dollar. Just try this. I'm getting a call, by the way. Just 1 second. Just try this. Hey guys, sorry for that. Were you able to try this option for sales? Formatting the fields. Did you get this pane on the left?
Yes, sir.
Right, there are a lot of options over here. You can even change the axis if you want to. You want to change the color. Should not this one. The scale. Something has to change 1 minute. Huh? The borders if I want to change, right? Default, total, something. Where is it? Yeah. You see these colors are changing. Somewhere I changed that, so the colors are changing. You notice the dotted, it became dotted. Yeah. This top line, it became dotted. So if I change it this way, it became this. I want to change this color. I made it dark blue. If there is a column divider, I can change the column divider as well. Understanding? So here again I can change a lot of stuff, rows and columns. So I want grid lines. I'll have grid lines. Again, I want to change something over here. I can even have the grid lines as dotted. I can change this color also if I want to. Doesn't look that great, but you can do a lot of stuff if you want to in terms of the formatting. So here also you see the axis ruler is coming depending on whatever you choose. You can have these ticks in terms of for these axis, for each of the axis, especially the x axis, not the y. So you get these ticks. Getting it? There are a lot of options you can try over here. You can change the color as well of the background if you want to. Yeah, so like this.
Sir, could you show how did you select the line to format it?
These lines,
Yeah.
you see this at the top, you see this symbol of borders. Do you see this format pane on the left? Right click,
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
format, and at the top you'll see this option of
Okay.
borders. Click on that. There you have the option on the left.
Okay, sir.
So here you can also try a lot of different graphs that are there. So I'm just, I mean, obviously there is order date. You don't want to use this. Use region, sales, and representative. So here you will see a lot of these graphs. You can try these options. The circles, a tree map can also be created. When you look at the tree map, I can actually put, I can see the size and the color indicate the sales. Okay. Let me edit the color. So here I have to make a lot of effort to understand who has made the most sales, because the larger the size of the box, it indicates that that is the highest sales. But it's really difficult to really kind of interpret who has made the most sales. But the first box itself is the highest sales. But yes, it is a little cumbersome when you try to do it this way. I can even have it as a pie chart, but that doesn't give me anything. A simple table, that's much more representative. And I find this much easier to interpret, by the way. Cool.
So, but the earlier thing that you made, uh, how would we interpret from that whether which one is? So not this one. The yeah, this one.
Yeah, so here, right, the first box itself is the highest,
Okay.
equal to the sum of the sales.
Okay,
So
got
the
it.
larger the box size, it indicates that that is the maximum sales.
Right, right. Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
But that is what I'm saying. This is very difficult if you're looking
Yeah,
at it for the
it's a
first
bit.
time, right?
Hmm.
You won't really understand what it means. It's very difficult to interpret. You can even create an area chart, but here for the area chart we need date. So if I add date over here, I make this as month and sales. So I can see Central is having more sales as compared to all the other three regions. Obviously, they have more representatives, right? So their sales will be more. So they have so many representatives. Okay, can you mark your attendance? Last few minutes.
Sir, I had one more question. Uh,
Yes, please.
we used Tableau to make a story, right, last time.
Yeah.
So then, unless and until the person doesn't open the file with Tableau, how are we supposed to see it as a story? I
You
mean,
can
if you save it
actually,
as a PDF, it won't have that same effect, right?
there is a tool called as Tableau Reader. You don't need, so one is, normally what happens is when you publish this, right? In the
Hmm.
desktop version, there is an option to publish this. So what happens, it can be published on Tableau server. So like we had this public server, you will give a link, this link to anybody. They can log in and they will be able to see that. They don't need to really open Tableau to see what is the output that you have created. You share this link wherein anybody can go and see the analysis.
But then for that also the person needs to have an account on this side, right?
In a customer environment, they will have access to this. Anybody who needs access to it would have been given that access. It is not for everybody, right? Everybody will not be having this access.
Okay.
So what happens is you have your own ID password. So it's like even for your bank account, you have your own ID password. Everybody else has their own ID password. There are
Right.
certain common elements you can see that there is a notification which is coming to. It will come to you also. It will come to everybody else also. So unless and until the end user whom you want to share this with needs to have a ID and password for this particular site. This is public. Anybody can access. You don't need ID or password for this. But within the
Okay.
customer environment, you need to give this access to that particular end user.
So, but then wouldn't I have any option to save it as another type of file and then
There is an option
sure.
over here, so there isn't much of an option, but on desktop there is multiple options
Okay.
wherein you can export to PDF, you can export to PowerPoint. In an earlier version, I used to use Excel CS. There you would be able to export this as Flash. So whatever we are seeing over here, right? You would be able to see that. What I can normally what people do, they can even download this, and even if you don't have Tableau public, you can have this reader. So it will open any Tableau file. You can view the file and you can see the output. Okay.
Right, right. Got it.
So that reader makes will is more helpful.
Okay.
So we have completed 15 sessions. Okay. I will send the final assignment, which we'll mostly have in the 20th session. Right. So it'll be in the groups mostly. It'll be in your groups. Okay, folks. और कोई विशेष टिप्पणी?
So